Hey guys, it's Rachel here. So this week, I'm just doing an acting Q&A video. You guys ask me to do Q&A videos all the time, and I love to do them, so I thought I'd film one for y'all today. I'm actually in Orlando, Florida right now, taking a vacation with my family. It's so nice here. It's actually raining really hard out right now, though, so sorry if you hear like thunder or rain throughout the video. But instead of going to Twitter for this Q&A, I went on my YouTube comments, and I basically looked at frequently asked questions that you guys ask me all the time, and I thought I'd answer them in this video. So, with all that being said, let's just get started. So I see you guys asking me a question like this a lot. Marlissa said, "Hey Rachel, I wanted to become an actress, but where I live, we don't have really a lot of agency, so I wanted to know what I should do." I would say those of you that are trying to get into acting and really want an agent, but you don't have any near you that are legit, definitely do not get with a fake agency. That is not better than nothing if you're thinking about that. But I would say until you can get with an agency, try to do community theater if you can. Go to acting classes. Just train and build your experience up as much as you can, and then you might eventually have to move somewhere that has an agency that you can sign with if possible, because if you want to get into film acting, commercials, all that kind of stuff, your best bet is to get an agency. But you can also find auditions on your own through like backstage.com, Actors Access, now Casting Networks. Those are legit websites that you can find auditions, but they are kind of risky in a sense because it's not your agency taking you to this specific audition that you know is from like a legit company. So I would say if you do go on those websites to try to find auditions, you just have to be a lot more careful. But there is little ways around getting an agent if you want to do film acting and want to become an actress. But I would say that getting an agency is the main goal. So I would try to work towards that any way that you can, even if that does mean moving in the future. But as for now, just try to build up your resume by doing theater, training, all of that kind of stuff, so that you are ready when you are able to sign with an agency. And also she asked, how would I get a headshot if I don't have an agency? Headshots are really easy to get. You know, you don't need an agency to get some headshots taken. Basically just Google search photographers in your area and find legit photographers that seem nice. You can look up reviews on Google or go to their Facebook page, see their work that they do, and contact them through email or whatever and ask them if they would do a headshot session of you. Say that you're trying to get into acting and you want some headshots taken, and you should be able to get some taken by a photographer near you. Carly said, "How do you find self-taped auditions to try out for?" So most of the self-taped auditions that I do, I actually get from my agency, because you don't have to actually go into my agency to send in your audition. They always give us the option to film on our own. So you guys are always being like, "I know that you always talk about self-taped auditions," and that's basically how I get my self-taped auditions. But like I just said, you can go on some audition websites and hopefully find some to audition for. But also something that you can do is go on Facebook and follow like casting directors' Facebook pages, or like follow like film commission websites' Facebook pages, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but a lot of casting directors and casting companies will put like open casting calls, or also like student film auditions you could be able to self-tape for and send it in sometimes. Basically, self-taped auditions are the same thing as live auditions. It's just sometimes they give you the option to send in a tape first. So I have videos about how to find auditions and stuff, and I'll definitely link those down below. But it's basically the same process. I know that self-taping is so much more convenient, but it's also a really good opportunity to be able to audition in front of a casting company rather than sending in a tape sometimes. So Alexandra actually asked me for a video request, but I figured I could just answer it in this video. She says, "I was wondering if you could make a video going over the types of roles that there are." So I would say some people have different opinions on this, and some people use different terms, whether it's based off of film roles or theater roles and such, but I'm just going to tell you the ones that I know if you're thinking about putting some certain roles on your resume and you want an idea. So if you were a lead role in the show, say that you were Wednesday Addams in the Addams Family, that would be considered a lead. If you're in the show a lot but you're not a lead, that would be considered principal. So if you're just kind of in the show but you're not in it like a lot, but you support the plot, you help the plot move kind of thing, that would be considered supporting. And then kind of right below that that is featured, which is where you're just kind of featured in the show. Maybe you have like one scene or a couple of scenes, but you don't really do a lot in the show. You're not super significant, but you're featured. You're in it a little bit. And then there's ensemble, which is just kind of like an extra in film. For television roles, it might be different, like if you're a co-star or something, but I've never done television work, so I've never had to list it. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of what kind of roles there are. Alright, so this person asked, I have a question, can I have 2 agencies? You guys ask me this a lot, and I would have to say it depends on the agency. Some agencies make you exclusive, which means you're only their talent, like you're not allowed to sign for other agencies. Or maybe you're only allowed to sign for an agency that's certain miles away from you, like 100 miles away you can sign for like a different agency. But my agency is exclusive, but I am technically allowed to sign with another agency that's like 100 miles away from me. So it definitely depends on the agency. You might be able to sign with 2 agencies. It just depends on your contract. So Jeremiah said, I will be applying for college soon, but I don't know if it makes more sense to major in film production or theater. You guys ask me this question a lot, which is like, is it practical to major in theater or acting in college? And I would say I'm in like the same boat as you. I currently go to school for film production, but I adore theater. Acting is my biggest passion ever. Like I would choose to be an actress over like a director or somebody that works behind the scenes, but I am interested in both. I would say that if you have a huge passion for like editing or directing or filming or something, you should definitely go for film production. It's good to like have that degree under your belt so that if you do move out to LA eventually for acting, you can get a job in that field rather than just kind of being a starving artist on your own if you're not able to get a ton of acting jobs or whatever. At least that is my mindset. But if your passion, if your main passion is theater or acting, go for that. Definitely go for what you're passionate for. I'm kind of fortunate enough to like be passionate for both. So I go to college for film production, but I minor in theater. I do a ton of theater stuff at school. Like I literally do more acting than I do like film production stuff at school just because I choose to like do extra activities in that. It's thundering. But it's a really comforting thought for me to like have a film production degree. In the future, like I really like the thought of that, being able to go out in LA and do both. So just keep those things in mind. But if your only passion is acting, definitely go for that. Don't try to do film production if you don't want to. Maria Holt said, can you do a review on the SceneBot app? I know this is not a question, but I wanted to ask you guys if you have used this. I actually looked it up because I was like, what is this? And I wanted to see if you guys have tried it out and let me know if I should try it out. And if you want me to do a review on it, let me know. I know it's like related to like acting and you can post like scenes and stuff for casting directors to see. Let me know if you want me to try it and do a video on it. And let me know if you like it. And share with other people if you think it's helpful or whatever. Thomas said, how big are monologues usually? Usually like the typical audition size of a monologue is like 30 seconds or maybe a minute. That's kind of like the typical size, meaning like it's not too long but it's not too short. It's like enough for casting directors to see what you can do without it being too excessive. But they can be so long. They can be like as long as possible. It's just the amount of time that a character is talking. So it definitely varies. Bogus Broadway said, how did you decide what college to go to? There's so many for theater and I'm not sure. I actually, based on like film production programs in my area, I knew that I didn't want to move too far away. I did move like 3 hours away from my home to go to college, which I really love, but I knew that I didn't want to like move to LA or somewhere big for film production. So I just found a good school in my area that had a good film production program and that's where I went. So definitely just consider what you want, like if you want to stay close to your home or if you want to go out to LA or New York or whatever. Nicole asked, I was wondering, when does one consider themselves an actual actor? You guys also ask me this question all the time, and I would say if you act, you're an actor. It's just somebody that's involved in theater or film or television commercials, somebody that loves to act. I know there's this huge stigma that you have to be on like Disney Channel or like big films or something to be considered an actor, but like I consider myself an actor or actress. You know, I love acting. I've been doing it my whole life, even though I'm not a professional at all. I really love doing theater, and I've done a few film gigs, you know, been in a few films and music videos and stuff through my agency. I audition as much as I can and stuff like that, but I'm in the same boat as a lot of you, you know. So I would say anybody that loves to act is an actor. There is a difference between like an aspiring actor and a professional actor, but you know what I mean. So closing my laptop. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm really sorry if you hear this loud thunder. It's storming here in Orlando, but it's so nice. I'm actually going to Disney World tomorrow, so I'm so excited about that. Surprise, Julia's here.
Hi.
Whoa. We have to finish this before my battery dies, so bye. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any video requests you have, any questions. Maybe I'll feature them in my next Q&A video. That would be cool. Subscribe to this channel for weekly acting videos. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be doing a contest very soon. You guys always ask me if I'm doing another monologue contest or script or acting contest. I am doing one very soon, so be looking out for that announcement. I'm so excited. Just wanted to let you guys know it's happening this summer, I promise. But with all that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Take me by the hand.